guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another race challenge video. We got a good 10x coming on this weekend in the sense of the champions offer, at least one of them in the voids and one of them in the normal ones. The voids ones, we've got Leorius the Proud. This one is a really good legendary nuker from the void family, but the void affinities. But again, it's a void. It's going to be hard for you to summon this guy just because of how difficult it is to get a legendary out of summons. What did I get my last 2x on voids? I think I got a dupe, right? I think I got 2 dupes, I think, on voids. Or was it 1 dupe? I honestly can't remember. It's my head, right? So he has this amazing A3, which is a big AoE that applies to True Fear if you got some accuracy on him. If you can apply a little bit of accuracy on him, this True Fear can be very good, unless the enemy has a set like an immunity set, which just has a chance. No, it's actually 100% chance to resist the debuffs applied. He also does a weaken before attacking, so yeah, accuracy might be a little bit better on him instead of giving him just full on damage because of that 25% more damage potential that you can do just because of that weaken with this A3. A2 is a big AoE attack, double hitting, and if this is on cooldown, then you are not immune to these stun effects, freeze, sleep, provoke, and so on. But if it's not on cooldown, then you're immune, which is insanely good. So you can just use him in a savage set actually and have a ton of fun in the arena. His A1 hits pretty hard. I've done a showcase on Leorius before on the test server, and he also has an unkillable as a passive. It's just an insane nuker, to be honest. I would be so happy if I could summon him, but honestly, I have like 10 voids, so it's just a dream, and I'm not gonna be buying any packs for this guy, especially on a 10x. We communicated to Plarium again about we need a 20x, 25x, something like that for these champions, but they don't listen. Next up, we've got, of course, Dracomorph here on the 10x. That's why I said this is a very cool 10x because of Leorius and Dracomorph. Dracomorph is a champion I've been chasing, honestly. He won't be changing much to my account if I ever summon him, but it feels like I have like 4 secrets that I need to save those and maybe not go for this one. I always get unlucky. I got the pity pulls when we had the 1+1 very recently. Didn't even post a video on this. So Dracomorph, poisons on the A2, decreased defense plus weaken on the A3. A1 does very solid damage based on the number of debuffs. An insane champion, but the bad thing about this 10x is that there's also some other champions in there that are offered in addition, which makes it very hard for you to actually try and get those specific champions like the Dracomorph. Okay, there's Roxam also offered for the 10x and Suzerain Katon. So Roxam is a very good single target nuker. He does have an AoE, but if he's not under a veil buff, he does a single target hit again. So he pairs nicely with veil champions is what he does do. I did test him out before. He's okay as a single target nuker, but his kit seems to be all over the place. He's solid in faction wars, but underrepresented for sure in arenas. I haven't seen any Roxams used over anybody else in terms of nukers. And again, he shines when there's a veil or a perfect veil available before him applying it. So he can apply it through his A2. If I remember correctly, after attacking without a veil. So he can do that, apply it on himself, so he can do it like a solid hit, but that means he's going to be taking 2 turns, which isn't the best. He doesn't have anything like, let's say, what's that guy called? The demon spawn. Wow, I always forget the names. Cadraphon. He has a ton of protection where there's a perfect veil in addition to what he has through the perfect veil. Unfortunately, Roxam doesn't have that. And then we also have Suzerain Katon, another champion which I don't have. So 2 of them offered right here. Suzerain Katon is cool on this A1, decreased speed, high chance. That's good for Hydra. A3 removes shield block damage and unkillable buffs. So that's pretty good as well. And then the A2 applies a weaken if there's no weaken applied, applies a decreased defense. He's an okay champion, but obviously not the best compared to, let's say, getting a Dracomorph, right? And then we have some epics offered as well. It's gonna be Skullcrown, Arndulf, Talia, and Tarshawn. All right, let's have a look. Well, Skullcrown, we don't even need to have a look. She's just great. If you don't have her and you feel like you can get lucky with epics, then maybe you can go for this one. But with the number of epics available in the game and the chance being just a 10x times, you know, just out of all of these champions, a 10x on Skullcrown doesn't mean you'll get her. And we must have over 200, over 300 epics for sure in the game at the moment. So the chance is gonna be low for the epics, but you have a higher chance overall for epics. So higher chance overall to get a Skullcrown. Very good AoE damage dealer, very solid. I wouldn't say against having one for the arena if you don't have any nukers at the moment, if you feel like you can get lucky. Then we have Arndulf. I don't even know who this guy is. Arndulf, I think, is one of the newer ones. Provoke on the A1, A2 does an AoE plus a weaken, plus a chance to fear. That's not bad, honestly. I don't know about the multiplayer, but it's not bad for a defensive-based champion. He does have a counterattack on himself, plus a reflect damage on all allies on a 3-turn cooldown. This is not bad, actually, especially for the Fire Knight. He can be usable through there, but I don't know if he's worth taking to 60. I've never tried using him to take it to 60, but obviously Fire Knight is where I would use him. Just the reflect damage helps a ton with those shields on the Fire Knight. And then we have finally Talia and Tarshawn. So Talia, if I remember correctly, is Sacred Order. A1 that attacks 3 times, A2 increased attack, increased critical rate, and there's also a chance to place bombs if Phoenix is on the same team. So that's cool, but nobody really uses her. There's a chance to apply the bombs, and this doesn't increase with the books, so definitely not worth it. Counterattack and weaken on the A3. And then finally, the one we have is Tarshawn. Tarshawn is a Demon Spawn champion. The final epic offered through the 10x. A1 does have a provoke, A2 AoE plus weaken. Solid defensive nuker, I would say, in terms of base defense. Look at that, 1400. And then the A3 increased defense plus fill of Turnitor. That's actually very solid as a support kind of champion plus nuker. You can increase defense, so if you have an increased defense beneficial nukers, so let's say you have this one right here, the one and only, where is he? Soulless. Soulless is a big defensive based nuker. So if you got a Soulless there and you have that guy, you can actually support him and help out with the nukes. But Tarshawn on his own, I don't know if he can actually be used as a nuker, because Tarshawn, you'll be boosting the defense and the Terminators, and then you'll have to wait another turn in order to do your nuke. So you'll have to have another nuker with this guy. Place a 25% strengthen buff on this champion for 2 turns whenever their HP drops below 50%. This is solid, but that will mean that he has to survive a big nuke, alright? Even if his defense base, something like a Trundle, will just wreck his face. Like, she melts legendary, so she would definitely melt an epic as well that doesn't have any way to protect himself other than just having a ton of defense. So this was the 10x, guys. We definitely have some solid heroes offered. I don't think I will be summoning too many, maybe some, in order for me to get the fragments needed for the fusion. I'm 30 away. I'll get another 5 through the ice column that we have right now, but other than that, I'll be missing 25, which I'll need to get one way or another. So what you guys think of the 10x's? We need, right? We need a higher chance by now. I don't know if they're ever gonna do it. I mean, if they see players spending whenever there's a 10x, they won't care about it, because they know that the low chances means that they'll get more money. So yeah, it's up to their goodwill if they will ever give us higher chances to get those 10x featured legendaries. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.